Nabeel, so much is going on. We saw what's happened in the West Bank with the settlers, Israeli raids. Then we've got the strikes in Gaza, targeted killings in Beirut, as well as Tehran. Are we on the brink of something a lot bigger, a lot more dangerous right now?
The short answer is yes, it seems to be moving fast towards a larger kind of war, or at least a different phase from the phases that we've seen so far. The attacks on the pager system and on the walkie-talkies, essentially, Israel was trying to cripple the communications system for Hezbollah and weaken their command and control center.
Did it? Did it do that, Nabeel?
According to Nasrallah, no. And I think independent analysis would say that even disabling several thousand pagers and some walkie-talkies doesn't really stop the commanders in the field from communicating with one another and with their command center. Nasrallah, in a very calm tone, promised the Israelis that if they were trying to bring back the settlers to the northern part of Israel, that they would not be able to do so until they stopped the aggression on Gaza. And Nasrallah normally is a man of his word. Especially if the Israelis were preparing with these attacks for a major ground assault, something that Nasrallah said Hezbollah would welcome, because they've always been able to handle Israelis on the ground much more effectively, of course, than they could stop cyber attacks or attacks by F-35s from the air.
So, Nabeel, in terms of a response from Hezbollah, what can we expect, and what is the next move on the part of the Israelis? Do you anticipate any kind of ground operation inside Lebanese territory?
Well, as I say, their moves up to now indicate preparations towards a ground assault. Is something the U.S. has been asking them, according to some Israeli media, even pleading with them not to do, partly because they fear a much wider regional war into which the U.S. would have to participate directly. But Netanyahu has proven until now that he doesn't care at all about any instructions or requests from Washington. As long as the weapons flow continues, and all indications are the flow will continue.
So, Nabeel, how likely is it that we're going to see some kind of, I think I know what you're going to say, some kind of a ceasefire or hostage deal before U.S. elections?
I think the Biden administration has been trying to get some kind of a deal, even if an inadequate one, so that they can go into the election saying we've accomplished peace in the Middle East, which would be a lie, of course. A mere ceasefire does not mean peace. But even the ceasefire does not seem to be likely. The Israelis are going full throttle in Gaza, in the West Bank, and now in southern Lebanon. They show no indication of wishing to stop.
All right, we'll leave it there. Nabeel Khoury, thank you very much.